Hi, good evening, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about knife lanyard, ranger bead, and counter pace counting to measure the distance. Actually, this is to commemorate the KRI Nanggala, the naval ship that sunk in the bottom of the Javanese Sea last year, 2021, on April, I forgot. Uh, Ever since that accident, kept in my mind that because I work in the disaster, so it really struck me, and I prayed for them and the family, and I also want to make something for my daughter. So this is the knife lanyard, and also ranger bits, uh, or counter pace counting. I just finished this ranger bit or lanyard just recently after around 2.5 hours. Quite time because this is my first time, because yeah, that uh, Nanggala uh, reminds me to make this. The, why is it white? Because it's a naval things that I respected, that I respect them, uh, and I promise that I'm going to make this. But several time it got cancelled and cancelled, and I just realized, okay, before my deployment in the disaster, I'm going to make this because it's a tool, suatu alat ya untuk menghitung langkah. Sometimes during the disaster struck, for example earthquake or uh, flash flood, banjir bandang, uh, we are out of energy and means of communication, so we cannot use GPS and phone when you get deployed, so you have to prepare a lot of things. So basically, lanyard for the knife and ranger bit, these two functions that came out to my mind. First, I'm going to talk about the ranger bit or the pace counting, and later on, I'm going to explain about the uh, lanyard for the knife itself. So it's a multi-purpose thing. So basically, this is made of leather, white leather, of white or near to the cream. You can see that. Basically, it consisted of uh, the S-binder, a hook, a lockable hook. This is important. Yep. So you're not going to lose your belongings there. And this one is leather. See, at first it's hard to distinguish between a rope or a leather, but you see, I got the leftover just recently. Uh, it's from the shoelace, and as you can see, it's a leather. The texture is a bit rough. It's a bit rough. And it's quite beautiful. And this one is a bead, uh, fleur de lis bead. Well, there are so many things regarding the lily flower has been used, whether it is in religion, ornament architecture, in community, uh, religions like a Holy Trinity. But I use actually I was about to buy the school skeleton, the face, but it's too intimidating and it's not good for my daughter because I really want to educate her. Luckily, this talented uh, one of the artisan, he sell this product. It's made of copper. Copper is in Indonesia it's called tembaga. What good about it, tembaga, compared to brass or other metal, is that it will not corrode and durable. But the reason for the fleur de lis itself, because it reflects me, my wife, and my daughter. So every time if I go to the disaster area or when I work about disaster, about people or community get affected, I'll keep on thinking on my family. So yes, one day this will be I will going to give to my daughter, but uh, this time during my mission, I'm going to use this for the pace counting. Well, okay, so how you going to made it? It's from leather. The component is spinner, leather itself, and copper fleur de lis, and a hook, black hook, small one. Uh, you see, it contains of four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it's 4. The other one is a divider, and this one is also divider. And at the bottom, there are 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it represents 100 meter each. This one, every 100 meter, you can see there's a space here. So every 100 meter, you can remove it, and this is 100, and this one 200, and so on for the remaining 900. And how about this one? This one is a 1000, so around 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4000. How is the detail of the measurement? You can see the Google. I'm not going to be specific about it because it's stated a lot. What I'm going to tell you is that how useful is this for my mission in the disaster, and I made it by myself just recently because I had to, and I keep on remember the Nanggala. So this is the color, the white, because back then when I was a little kid, I think Tampomas ship shrunk in the 1980s. Also in white near Javanese Sea. So all I can remember is about rope for the 8 assistants, people using white rope, or in naval, it's all white rope being used and very thick. That's why I choose this white color to make it more effective, because when you are in the dark, you need the contrast color, so this one will work well. Not actually like a Scotch light or glow in the dark, but the white color can distinguish within our eyes uh, to identify. Okay, so this is about the ranger beat or pace counting. I just describe how it made and what is the purpose. And the second purpose is for knife lanyard or the pocket knife lanyard. So I have this here, my pocket knife. So I'm going to use this for my pocket knife. Yeah. So what are the purpose? Well, for safety reason, you hook this to your belt or your jeans, and this one will properly safe. And as a fob, key fob, you can drag this so you don't have to pull your pocket knife from the pouch. Yeah, so it's a really helpful addition, this lanyard. And second one, well, this as a knife lanyard, you see it's really important to have a grip and a retention. So, well, some people use a lanyard on the wrist, but for me, I prefer as a thumb assist for using the knife for the lanyard. Oops. See? Yep. It's a one-hand knife from Victorinox Soldier 2008. I purchased it last year. See, it's really firm. It's really firm. It's really firm. For example, you want to cut fruits or vegetables. It really give a firmness. And also when you're outing, you can make a fireworks or cutting bamboo or make a tent to make a cut. Yeah, it's really helpful. You see, it's quite long, the Victorinox Soldier, and it's if you don't want to use the knife very firm, it's like an extension grip, like here. You can do it. It's more lengthy from it's quite long from here to here. So this is the support aid retention for handling the knife. Okay, so yep, that's about it. About the knife lanyard, and for the ranger bit. So again, this film is dedicated for KRI Nanggala, for O2. Rest in peace, people. You are the guardian sea of Indonesia. My prayer and thought always with you guys and your family. Okay, thank you very much. Good evening.